know what? I'm a little down today. It's really my fault, but I think I've gotten scammed by two different hair braiders today. Trying to get somebody to braid my daughter's hair last minute. And it's because my head has been hurting. I've been feeling that great because of my cycle. And so I didn't feel like taking the time to do the knotless braids because that's a lot of effort to do with me being not feeling the best right now. So I was trying to pay somebody and I think I got scammed into sending two deposits. I know I got scammed on the first person, but the second person, they gave me their address and everything, but they haven't really confirmed. So it's like, I don't know. Anyway, let me not even talk about that, but that's on my mind because I'm feeling like I got scammed for the two deposits and now I'm going to still have to do my daughter's hair. And I don't want to because I'm feeling this iron and stuff is low. So I'm so irritated about this. Like, oh my goodness. I'm so irritated about this. Like, but anyway, let me not even talk about that. Hopefully the person, they had me cash app them. So, that's probably not even an option, unfortunately. But, yeah. Anywho, it is what it is though, I guess. You know, Anyway, today's topic is hopefully the one girl, the second girl is actually legit. I don't know. Hold on, y'all. All right, sorry about that. Yeah. So today's topic is don't date felons. This is a great topic that I oftentimes talk about because I think it is so great for women to hear because you would think that black women should know this, but apparently not no, excuse me. Apparently a lot of black women don't know this because they're continuing to do it. I literally saw a live of a black woman having a live where she was saying that she's a prison wife. She's married to a man that's in prison. He doesn't have a release date. And she's trying to help and assist other prison wives. It let you join for 1 second, but it said it was thinking. I'll send you an invitation, brown sugar. Um, yeah, so she said that she's trying to advise other black women that are prison wives on how to, I guess, navigate the world of being a prison wife. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what? And what's crazy is on her live picture, she had a picture of the dude, right, that she's with. And he looked so bogus. Like, I know if the situation was reversed, he wouldn't be waiting on her. That's number one. And number two, he looked a little suspicious. Like, you don't know what's going on behind them walls. But hey, Brown Sugar, you had something to say?
Hey Trick, I didn't think it was gonna let me up. So I'm interested. I just want to hear you talk, and then I'll chime in on the conversation for now. But I'm so excited. Eh?
Okay, all right, I got you. Yeah, so anyway, like I said, that was just so crazy that it was a black woman, young black woman, mind you, that has already said that she's gonna dedicate her life to being the faithful wife of a felonious Negro that's in prison, that's a felon. And then she wants to sit there and try to advise other black women on how to be a big goofy. That don't make no type of sense. That don't make no type of sense. Okay? So I just want to, I'm trying to do these lives every now and again. So like really and truly, like black women can really understand. Don't date felons. If a man is in prison, there's no reason why you should be entertaining him. If he's going to go to prison, there's no reason why you should continue to entertain him. If he is doing criminal activities and he's not in jail, why are you with the man that could risk going to jail? What is wrong? Honestly, do not do it. Please do not do it. Do not date felons. Let's see. Some guy in the comments says, but women still get with them. Why not the blue or white collar brother? Why? Okay, I really wish that y'all would stop saying that. There are plenty of black women that entertain blue collar black men and white collar brothers, per your words. Okay, like y'all gotta stop doing that. I think that I have my reasons on why y'all say that. I think that maybe it's some of y'all that are so-called blue collar, white collar, whatever, and no one is talking to you, and you think that it's just because these women want felons, when it's not that, is that the women just aren't attracted to you. Like, maybe your face doesn't look good, or your body is badly built, or something like that. But I really wish I would stop doing that. There's plenty of black women that don't do this. But once again, nonetheless, this is for the black women that would even consider this. If you are ever thinking about doing this, do not date a felon. The men that are prone to criminal behavior are out here toe tagging black women. And if you don't want to be a victim, please leave these men alone. Men that have been incarcerated, men that have been in jail, men that have been in prison have I think it's 7-fold higher risk of abusing you or unaliving you. The odds are not on your side to entertain these men that have been in jail or been in prison. It's just not worth it. And not to mention, you don't know what's going on when he's in jail. You don't know if he's doing the bending or he's getting bent. Like, let's see here. Saul Kim says they were attracted to Ted Bundy. Who was attracted to Ted Bundy? You mean white women? I'm not white, and I'm not talking to any white women. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What black women were attracted to Ted Bundy? Are you dumb? You can't even be black. I'm gonna block you because I know you're not black. I'm gonna send you a request for you to get in the box so that I can hear if you're black or not. But if you don't accept the request, I'm just gonna block you because now I feel like you're out of touch with reality. What freaking black women ever told you that they were attracted to Ted Bundy?
Hey, Trick, do you mind if I chime in?
Yes, go ahead.
Hey, ladies. It's good to be on the panel. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday. I would say I definitely relate to this topic. My mother married a felon, someone that she knew when she was 11. He did time. I don't know what he did for, but he had like a lot of substance abuse issues. Anyway, she married him. He ended up moving in with her. And he had a job, making a decent amount of money. But when my mother got cancer, he did not want to pick up a second job to help her at all. And she ended up working while having breast cancer. He did end up dying, by himself in his home. And unalive, and I'm sorry, by himself in his in the home. They separated, but it is a terrible idea, and she set the tone for me as a younger girl to deal with males with criminal history. My child's father is currently incarcerated, and it's just not the wise thing to do. Black women, please don't waste your time on these dudes who don't have any ambition, no life. Because if he wanted to do something for himself, he wouldn't be getting in trouble and getting himself incarcerated. So I just feel like your mom definitely sets the tone for, when you date and stuff like that. So that's my experience with this. So it's a terrible idea. And I completely agree with you 100%.
Okay, all right, I got you. I appreciate you, Brown Sugar. Let me say that the guy in the comments, what's his name? Saul Kim. You said you were black. You said what about Samuel Little that was interested that black women were talking to? You mean this man? Please stop playing with me. All right, there weren't a lot of black women liking this man. What are you talking about? Like if you're gonna say something, at least have like a real argument to put forth. Because you just mentioned Ted Bundy and this man right here. Like I don't think that women were throwing the draws at him. I think I can reasonably come to that conclusion. Stop playing with me, buddy. Stop playing with me. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to get in the box. Okay? Or I'm gonna have to block you because you're clearly tripping. Like, and also this man is deceased as well. He's been not in the land of the living for 6 years now. So I don't even know why you're talking about a man that is not even alive anymore. Okay, so let me go up here next to Calandra, and then I'll go to Crash. Go ahead.
Listen, did you see the messages that I sent you? The girl that's on here talking about she got played by a man that was incarcerated. I'm not, these women are doing this stuff triggered with people that are currently in the penal system. Like, nah, they haven't gotten out. It's just one woman trigger. I don't know if you saw her story time, but she said that she's pregnant, 2 months pregnant with this guy she met on TikTok. He's in jail. He got about 15 more years. She pregnant with twins triggered, and she ain't got no job. And she really blew me trigger when she was like, I'm not having a deletion because my religion doesn't allow that. Girl, you're about to have 2 kids with a man that is not going to be in the kid's life until they're almost grown. And then it was this plus size girl trigger who went on live talking about how she been getting scammed by this guy. It was a bet. He didn't really like her. She was sending him her money, and all of this was happening while he is currently, I don't know if he's still in jail, but I know that the whole time they were messing with each other, they were in jail. But I just want to say I definitely agree with your live trigger. Women, do not date men incarcerated. Don't do nothing with them.
All right. I got you. Yes, like I said, the only thing I want to get black women to understand: if a man is in jail, don't deal with him. If a man has been in jail, don't talk to him. If a man has been in prison, don't talk to him. If he has a criminal record, don't talk to him. If he's a felon, don't talk to him. Really, and it's really just that simple. All right, let me go next up here to Crash. Go ahead, Crash.
Hey, how y'all
You start your
doing?
timer, sir. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I do think this is a very big issue with black women, especially. Well, I'm gonna just say women in general, but we're talking about black women here. I've made videos about this. Not only do they need to stop dating the felons, they also need to stop dealing with gang members, these scammers, and just overall street dudes in general. You know what I'm saying? And every time a black man like myself makes a TikTok pointing this out, we get told that, oh, we're mad that we're not being picked or we're jealous of the street dudes. It's like, no, y'all date these dudes, then complain about, not saying y'all, by the way, they date these dudes and then complain about what men or black men is not, and then want to call men or black men trash, but you dating the worst type of version of a man or black man. And, I'm in college right now. I just started a month ago, and we get little to no play from BLK women. It's always these dudes like this. And when we call it out, apparently we're mad we're not being picked or we're jealous, and I'll land there.
Okay, all right. Let me just say this. And I think this is an important conversation to have with black men, especially black men like yourself. The majority of black women or black women that you're going to come in contact with are not interested in just criminal street dudes, felons, all of that. There are more black men that are out on the streets that are not. But I think a lot of times, some of y'all respectfully get the fact that women are not attracted to you because they don't find you attractive to them wanting street dudes. And that is the difference to understand, is that just because you go to college, just because you have a job, just because you are, quote unquote law abiding, and a black woman doesn't want you, it doesn't mean that she's looking for a street or hood dude or some other type of character man. It could just be you. And and I'm looking here like, this is you, right? This you right here? Is this
Yeah,
you?
that picture from like a month ago.
Okay, yeah, like I'm just gonna say, like, respectfully, like, you look terrifying. Like, you look scary. If I was on a college campus and I was attractive, well, I am attractive, but I'm older. I'm not in college no more. If I was a cute college girl and I saw you, Ain't no way on God's green earth I'm gonna talk to you. Hell no. You look scary. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got a lineup or nothing. Like, you look scary to me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like bite the heads off of bats. So my thing is that you have to understand that those girls probably are not rejecting you because you're going to school, you're law abiding. It's because you're scary. And I hear that a lot from black men. Y'all don't get the gist that there's more to attraction than just somebody being street or being hood or being this. There's a whole lot of things that go into attraction. So
Okay.
I feel like that's just something to say, and not just to you, not even trying to be funny. This is just to any black man listening, because most of the time when I hear men say this, like, oh, no, only black women, they only want these low life bums, criminal dudes, and they never want me though. And every time I go and do a deep dive and find out what the men look like, they're normally an archetype of you or something similar. And
I was
I just want y'all to know that's the reason. It has nothing to do with hood behavior.
I was
Not saying that there aren't black women that are interested in men like that.
I was
But
about to
yeah,
address that fact, not to
yeah, go
cut you
ahead.
off. I was gonna address that fact. Of course, you gotta look good. You gotta look. I'm literally about to get a haircut on Monday. I'm currently losing weight. Like, I'm on a 30-day diet right about now, so I can knock off some of this face fat. Get my body in shape. Of course, you gotta be appealing to attract a woman. Like, I'm not one of these victim-minded dudes who gonna be like, oh my God, she's just rejecting me over the street dudes. But that's literally the case the majority of the time with dudes my age.
I don't feel like you would know. I don't feel like you would know if that's the case, because you're not going to be holding company in spaces with men that actually really get girls like that. And they're not going to be telling you who they have access to. So, I would rather hear about, like, because when I see men that are like really desirable, whether they are like just a regular guy that's actually really desirable, I never hear them say things like this. But I'm gonna keep going. Let me go next up here to Tyrone. Blocked him. It still just got you thinking, sir. So I don't know if you're in the live box, but I'll drop you back down. You have to, maybe you can send me another request. All right, let me go next up here to Mac Mello. Go ahead, sir. Let me start your timer. Go ahead, Mac Mello.
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think what's going on with the whole Felon situation, I think it's just like an overcorrection. I think it's pretty much dating for survival. At one point, people were dating in survival, like for survival back in the day. And I think now that people can choose based on attraction, I think they just took it. They just said, I'm just gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? They saying I'm picking somebody based on looks, personality, and interests. Like, that's it. Like, how they look in the physique, and they just threw all the survival stuff out the window. So I think that's what's going on. I think that's why it's an issue. I think it, like, maybe we need to like fit that back in there, like choosing based on like survival things, thinking long term, having foresight and all that. I think maybe that need to be brought back up and talked about, because when you think about it, you saying like don't date fellas, or like somebody like, that's the prompt and all that. But like, that's something you shouldn't really have to tell nobody. Like, when you think about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you just looking at it like objectively, like you just looking back, like he's like, hey man, don't date fellas. It's just something like, you should just know off the rip, but it's just like, it's more to it than that. I think it's like it's like a deeper thing that's going on.
Okay, all right. I'll just say two things to what you said. First, when you said like, we should go back to, like, women should go back to choosing people based on survival. I think that's like a kind of crazy thing to say, because only women were doing that.
I
Men
ain't
would
say that at
never,
all. I ain't say
like,
that at
so
all.
isn't, what were you saying? I thought, could have sworn you said that we should go back to like women, people choosing people based on things outside of, you said, looks, personality, and similar interests. More
Nah,
like, what were you saying?
I'm saying looks okay, choosing people based on attraction has actually been working out. Like, based versus like choosing people based on survival, because you see it's like high divorce rate now. Like, everybody who from back in the day, they getting divorces now. Like, this is like a real thing. But I was just saying, like, we need to incorporate like other things, because I think like
What
once,
what other things should they incorporate?
Oh, just long term planning and all this different stuff before you just jump into a situation. Like, when you choosing somebody, just long term planning, like men and women. You
I
know what I'm
mean, isn't
saying?
long-term planning the same as finding out if y'all have the same interests and goals?
I mean, that's part of it. I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, long term. That ain't the whole thing. Attraction ain't everything. I mean, it's working out. Like, but I'm just saying, like, it,
I don't know. I don't think there's ever been a time that men have not chosen women based on what they look like. I think we all know that men have always been hyper focused on attraction and what women look like. The only difference I think between back then and now is that women are doing it too. You know what I mean? And then as far as what you said about like not telling people, somebody not having to tell black women, not to date felons, I think that is definitely something you have to tell black women because black women are always told to settle. Anytime I ever see a black woman come up here, and it doesn't matter if she is, unattractive to the point to where most people think she's unattractive, or if she's extremely beautiful and her body's on point. Anytime I ever see a black woman have high standards and say, this is what I want in a man. He has to do this, that, and the third, or he can't have access to me. All I see is a bajillion black men trying to put her down and degrade her and tell her why that her standards should be actually nothing and that she doesn't deserve anything at all. And that's what people tell black women most of the time, that they don't deserve anything, that they should settle for what they get. They should be thankful that a black man is willing to look their way because nobody likes black women. Because black women are the meanest, the nastiest, the ugliest, the most nappy-headed, the most masculine, the most this, and everybody else is so much better. So when you constantly, the men in the community that black women belong to constantly say that, then yes, you have to reinforce to those women that have internalized those ideologies to say, no, you do deserve more. You don't deserve to be with some pookie that's been to jail or been to prison or has a criminal record or is a felon. So I think that it's important to realize where these ideas are coming from in black women. A girl just doesn't wake up and is 10 years old and says, hey, I want to be with a dude that doesn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of that's calling me all type of B words. It's indoctrinated in her to feel like that type of behavior is normal. And men are normally the ones perpetuating that ideology. Look at what our music is. Nothing but that. Calling black women the B words and sexualizing them and degrading them. And no other race of people have that type of music that their men created other than black men. So I think it's important to think about those things as well on why there are some black women doing these things. Not saying that it's an excuse, but just saying that it's a reason why they're doing it.
yeah, I
But
mean, we basically said the same thing for the most part. Like, I mean, as far as like from the second part of like the socialization and the culture and everything. I mean, that's both sides. Like, that's the men and the women.
both sides for what? Like what are black men socialized to do on behalf of black women? Because it's definitely not to accept any type of mistreatment from black women and to
No, I'm
settle for
saying like,
black
no, I'm
women.
saying the actual like mistreatment, like the men growing up saying like, oh, I'm gonna be a thug, or like, oh, I need to be in the streets and all that. It's all these like, movies about trapping, like the music and everything.
Yeah.
That's socializing the men to be that way to perpetuate that like that lifestyle that involves the women. So I'm
I
saying
mean,
that's like,
I feel you. I feel what you're saying, but at the end of the day, the men in our community are the ones that started all of this, not black women. Black women didn't start off telling black men to be thugs and do all of that and start the music. Black men did that. So not only did they affect black women, but they affected themselves as well. So it's not equal on both sides. It's a problem that black men created, and they have to figure out how to fix it because they're the ones that put it in play.
I mean you could say that, but I mean it's men that's gonna think like from the male point of view. There's many men that'll say women are doing the same thing though. They'll say like, oh,
So
like,
women started gangster rap, and they're the reason why there are so many black men that are
no,
unalived and in prison.
no, I'm
We
not
can
saying
say
that. I'm
that.
talking about like, let's say a guy's a you saying like, okay, the men like the men calling the women names and this and that, but I'm saying the situations where the guy might women might tell him how to act or be like, oh, you need to be like this or you need to do like this. You know what I'm saying? Then he end up becoming that. Like it's women that perpetuate that on the young dudes that end up the same way. I'm saying that it's both sides. I mean, as far
Okay,
as
so what
that
I'm
act.
saying is the ideology of that type of behavior was started and glorified by black men. And it affected not only black men, but also black women to even alter their psyches to where there are a lot of black women that connect masculinity to criminality. But the whole glorification of criminal behavior came directly from black men and what they put out there through entertainment. So once again, it's never going to be equal because the creators of this ideology and behavior were black men, not black women. Black women
Can
weren't
I
doing
say
that. You
something?
don't have
No.
you know what I'm saying? Whoever that is, you gotta wait. Okay, but I'll just keep going. I appreciate you, Mac Mello. Appreciate you, sir. I'll come back to you. All right, let me go next up here to Elegant. I'll start your timer. Go ahead, Elegant.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. So I came up here because I actually work in the field and I work with a lot of people who used to be, that did prison time, long time too. And one thing I realized is like almost everybody's taken. Almost everybody has a few women under their belt, hella kids, hella this. And I never really understood it. Like firsthand, I'm telling you right now, they ain't loyal. They're not loyal for nothing. I'm talking about like, I don't understand why a woman would be attracted to somebody who really, it's a lot that goes with it. I'm not going to say too much, but it's a lot of like cognitive development. And it's just, I feel like sometimes I don't know if they want to, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't understand what would attract a woman to want a man like this. I don't get it. And he like, I don't know, but I totally agree with what you said, but it's as if they are the ones to have, it's easy for them to get a woman. It's very easy. I don't know if they're really charismatic, if they're really charming. I don't know how, but it is really easy. I don't know why women are attracted to this, but I don't think it's not it. It's not it. That's not it. And a man who has nothing to lose will make sure that he takes everything from you.
All right, all right. I got you, Elegant. I mean, like I said, I think that it's a brainwashing. Black women are not allowed to have any standards anytime black women do attempt to have any, and that's whether they are beautiful or whatever people may consider to be unattractive. It doesn't matter what the woman looks like, what her body looks like, whether she has kids or not. It doesn't matter anything like that. There's always going to be a group of black men that come and bust through her comments and tell her that sure her standards are too high. So I think that type of beat down to tell black women that they shouldn't accept, they don't need to have any standards or, and then also when black women are brainwashed to be mammies and to be male centered and to feel like having a black man is the end all be all of your entire existence. This is what happens to women that internalize those thought processes. They become desperate, they become thirsty, and they're ready just to choose anybody. And then they're choosing anybody and they feel like they don't even have the right to make sure that the person has any type of, standards or is doing well for themselves. But let me keep going. Who is that that's unmuted? Okay, let me go next up here to, and I appreciate you, Miss Elegant. All right, let me go next up here to Tyrell. Let me know if I said that correctly. If not, let me know.
Yeah.
Tyrell.
Yeah. I'm just piggybacking off what something was said. For one, black men didn't start uh the gangster rap and the thuggish thing. If we being truthful, the government started it when the CIA created crack or cocaine and then put it in the hood.
You got to say other words. You can't just say the whole, illegal substance out.
Well, when the government created the white illegal substances, then what they also then with the CIA and them did the CIA and the people that owned the jail systems, they then went to Hollywood and met with all the execs and told them basically to pay more rappers to rap about these type of things. We're going to incentivize them with the money, the cars, the women, that lifestyle, but tell them to rap about these things. And the reason that they did that was because it made more prison investors more money on the back end. So yes, do we perpetuate it? Do we participate in it? Do it harm our community? Yes. But did we start this? No. Is we wrong for doing it? Yes. Because if you want to go for real, when Bloods and Crips were started, they were started to protect and police the community. They were started because they got the idea from the Black Panthers. They liked what the Black Panthers was doing. They wanted to try something else, but they just chose a color and called themselves Bloods and Crips. When those things was originally started, they was meant good for the community. Whether it was in LA, Chicago, or anywhere around the world, it was meant as a
Uh,
community organization.
all right.
So when we talk about these things, we also got to talk about the involvement that the
Uh,
government played in this.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let me just say this. If someone came to you right now, I don't know if you have children or you don't, but let's just say you had a daughter and someone came to you and said, hey, I will give you $2 billion for your daughter. Let's say your daughter's 3 and you take it and they do ungodly things to your child and maybe even possibly unalive her. Do you think that it will be reasonable or rational for you to say, hey, you know what? They came and offered me the money. I know I sold out my daughter, but it's really not my fault because they offered me the money. So it's not really my fault. It's not my fault at all as a man, as a father, as anything, because they
I
offered
never
me
took
the
the
money.
blame off of
And
black
just a
men.
second, please let me finish. So I find it very weird when black men do this, where they want to blame the white man for the actions that black men have taken on their own. The government didn't make Dr. Dre and Eazy-E and MC Ren and the rest of those niggas make gangster rap, which is the reason why
Yes,
a
they
lot of
did.
black men,
That's a fault.
please don't interrupt me, sir. Have some self-control. The government did not make these men do that. If they offered them money, that's cool. They sold out. They betrayed the black community. They betrayed other black men. They betrayed black boys. That genre of music that was started in the 80s is the reason why there are a lot of men that are in the ground or in prison, never to see the light of day again. That cannot be blamed on the white T-man. If black men were not willing to play ball with the white T-man to destroy their community and men that look like them, we wouldn't be in this situation. The same when y'all talk about, oh, the white T-man made us sell rack and white girl and all of that other stuff. The white man didn't make you do that.
They
You
put it in
chose
the
to do that.
community, right?
And just like people choose not to do that. Like I said, I think a lot of times black men act
If
like
I take
there's
all
no,
your jobs away
please
from you,
don't
then I put
interrupt
this
again.
substance
Damn
in.
it. Please stop it, bro. You're not going to do that. Don't disrespect me. All right? Thank you.
Ain't nobody
Have some
disrespecting you, but you're
self-control.
not gonna
Do
sit
I
up
need
here
to
and say
drop
something
you?
that's
Do I
not
need to drop
true,
you?
and
Do I need
then
to drop you? Yes or
not
no?
expect me to want to
Okay, I
respond.
got you. I'll just drop you and I'll continue on what I'm saying. And these are the type of Negroes that I'm talking about. Negroes with no self-control, ignorant Negroes that want to live in a state of delusion. If a Negro cannot control himself in a life with a woman that he don't know and shut up until it's his turn, this type of entitlement is the reason why some men feel like instead of going to work every day, getting a job, going to school, going to college, being a law abiding citizen, well, I'm just going to take the easy route and sell these illegal substances. I'm just going to ruin the people in my community. I'm just going to ruin myself. I'm just going to do this, that, and the third. That right there is the main issue right there. There are so many black men, just like that black man that was just up here. That's the reason why the community is in the shape that it's in. Nobody can make you do anything that you don't want to do. Nothing. Nobody can make you do anything, even if they are threatening your life. If you really are standing on business, you can say, hey, I would rather lose my life than do this action there. I'm not going to do it. So stop making excuses. Black men did this because that's what they wanted to do. They sold out the black community because that's what they wanted to do. And now it has resulted in what's happening right now. And it's really just that simple. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, but y'all gotta chill. Y'all got to chill with controlling yourself. Cause like, I don't know what would make you think that you're gonna come in my life. I never met you before and you just gonna overtalk me when I didn't say nothing when you was talking. Okay. Good luck with that. All right, let me keep going. Let me go next up here to Miles. Go ahead, Miles.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
All right. I just want to say real quick. Excuse me, lost my voice a little bit. The breakdown of the black family and some of what you're talking about started well before the generation that you're even talking about. I'm 51, and at 51, born in '74, I heard my entire life, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, I don't need a man. And this is from women that were born, who were my aunts, older cousins, and so forth. The women were married to the state.
Okay,
And
I'm sorry. I'm gonna interject right there. Because first of all, you're lying. That's number one. The black women weren't married to the state. You can look at a whole bunch of documentaries where they talk about during the time period that you're talking about, plenty of videos where black men were abandoning their children, just like they do now, and not taking care of these women.
the
And these women had
welfare
no other
state.
option. Please don't do that. I'll let you speak in a minute and I'll restart your timer. So my thing is that a lot of y'all need to stop lying. And that whole thing where the black man wasn't in the home, that was for a very short period of time. And even during that
Was it?
time period, just like with the movie, I think it was Claudine or something like that, where they did this whole thing of showing that the black man had to hide. The black man was still there with the black woman and was completely fine with her hiding him away so that she could get the benefits from the government so that he didn't have to take care of her and do what he needed to do as a man. So all I can say is if you're 51 years old and all you heard all your life was, I don't need a man by the women that were in your family, probably because they were encountering low life, bum, trifling men that were not willing to provide for them and not willing to do anything for them. Let's not act like this is a new thing of black women having to do things on their own. Black women have always worked the most out of all races of women. Black women were never somewhere at home eating bonbons, being housewives. Never. Even now in 2026, the majority of black women, even if they have a man or a husband, are either co-breadwinners or the sole breadwinner. So you got to stop this whole ideology that black women were being taken care of by the state and all of this stuff, because it's not true, one, and it's not backed up by any type of facts. And if you feel like you want to give me that, please tell me your source material of where you got this information from so that I can debunk you with the quickness. Now I'm gonna go ahead and restart and let Miles finish, but one thing I don't take is people just coming up here and lying and saying things that don't have any basis in reality. Because make no mistake about it, nothing that Miles said has any type of basis in reality. He could be talking about his grandma or his mama that chose wrong, which is the reason why he's here. But you cannot talk about the whole collective of black women and have facts behind it. But go ahead. I'm going to restart your timer. Go ahead, sir.
Well,
Sorry, I accidentally muted you because I was trying to unmute you.
oh, sorry. I can have facts behind it because it's actually well documented in government documents
Okay,
via
what government documents? Where? Where can we go to see it? That's not a
COINTELPRO.
government document. That is
Hold
a
on, but it's a
procedure.
government
That's not
program.
a document, sir. So
It's a
give me a
government
document.
program, ma'am, that
The,
is
the
well
government
documented.
program, the
Oh,
COINTELPRO
good
is
Lord.
something that
Okay,
happened to
be
be.
ignorant. Live in your own
No, you're
ignorance.
ignorant.
Goodbye.
Please get out of here, bye. Get out of here. Go do something. And this is what I'm saying. It's very upsetting to talk to black men that are ignorant and uneducated. That's what happens all the time. Y'all say that y'all want women to be logical. Y'all say that y'all want facts over feelings. Anytime I ask y'all for facts, y'all never have it. This Negro said COINTELPRO. I'm going to read y'all the definition of COINTELPRO right now. That way y'all know what this is. COINTELPRO, right? Do y'all want to listen to me? COINTELPRO was a series of covert and illegal projects conducted between 1956 and 1971. That has nothing to do with what he's talking about. I asked him to give me proof of the stuff that he was saying about black women, and he had no proof because he never will, because what he said is a lie. Like, no, you're incapable of giving me facts. Miles, if you have a reliable source that you got this information from that we can fact check, I will bring you right back up here, Miles. Just give me the web address of where you went. And you can come back up here. I have no problem with us having a conversation. But what you're not going to do is lie. Like, and not to mention that when you talk about COINTELPRO, the majority of what happened with COINTELPRO was for people, for the CIA, FBI, all of that, to surveil, infiltrate, discredit, and disrupt American political parties and organizations. that the FBI perceived as subversive. So you got Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, the Black Panther Party. You got the Brown Berets, which were Mexican American people. You had Puerto Rican groups, which were like the Young Lords and the Puerto Rican Socialist Party. So once again, let's be clear here. It had nothing to do with black women. So I would like for y'all to at least please pick up a book. Please pick up a book. My God, bro, before y'all come up here talking to me. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's very embarrassing. And this man just said he was 51. Do you know how embarrassing it is for you to be 51 years old and for you not to know about fact checking and making sure that what you're saying has some type of basis in reality? Like, what? That's actually depressing, y'all. It's actually depressing. Oh my goodness. Yes, go ahead, Kalandra. Sorry, sis.
Trigger, first of all, these men be having third grade reading levels, and he was a prime example of that. And that's why I say these presidents will pay for their crimes. First of all, it was a court case that said the government cannot deny you assistance just because a man might visit your house or live in your house. That's a lie. So y'all gotta stop saying that. And to that guy that came up here and said all the things that the government did, but this is my question for black men. Did someone hold a pew-pew to your hand and tell you to sell that white? Because if that's not the way it happened, you were willingly choosing to make choices, and unfortunately, you made choices that allow for you to go in that penal system. At the end of the day, y'all have to, just like you tell women to take accountability for the men, for some of us who, like me, who have kids out of wedlock and deadbeats, y'all need to take accountability that a lot of the choices that you make are the reason why you are where you are. Y'all always like to blame the government, Welfare is still $210. Why is women having kids with $210? That's less than my phone bill. It was a court case, King versus Smith. You can look this up, where it said that the government could not deny you government assistance just because a man might visit your house or because he might live in your house. So that is a lie. Like, y'all have got to stop saying that. And at the end of the day, Black girls are traditionally raised to accept bare minimum from Black men. That is true. That is not the same thing about how y'all decided to sell out your community to make some money, didn't care about the women you were having kids with. That is not the same at all. Black girls are typically traditioned to date guys who have nothing because Black men are the low of the totem pole compared to other races of men. And because people want to see Black women with Black men, they teach Black girls to settle. Like, for example, it's comedians. Miss Pat is one I'm thinking about. Her child's father popped her in the head. She didn't leave because her mom taught her that a man taking care of you. First of all, government assistance only happens when people are significantly poor. And in these days economy, you have to be very, very poor to get government assistance. I don't understand.
Hold on, Kalandra. Nat Rod, you don't even look like a black woman. So I don't understand why you were in here talking about somebody not relying on government assistance. If you don't get your horse face self up out of here, I have no idea why y'all that are not black would ever feel comfortable to say anything in here. With especially with your face looking longer than a 24-hour day for a man that's working on an oil rig. Like, for real. Your life is hitting you very hard, and you have a lot of other things to be concerned with than black women. Please don't make me drag you, Natalie, Nat Rod, whatever your name is. Don't make me do it to you. Honestly, get out of here.
Trigger, are you about to drag her? But back to my point, and y'all was want to talk about black women and government assistance. Baby, government assistance was made for white women. Them big pound heifers had that stuff way more than black women because black women be embarrassed to have an EBT card. They think that, oh my.
I'm sorry. Y'all see this? Like, the fact that you felt like you want to come in here and talk about black women looking like this, you need to be on some government assistance. Maybe they can give you some nutritional help or something. Cause my goodness, girl, you need some doggone greens, some doggone Brussels sprouts. You need some asparagus. You need some kale. You need a lot, cause them eyes is looking tired. So why don't you figure out what you got to do before you come over and talk about some black women? Doggone, looking like you hiding doggone cashews and pecans and almonds all in the bottom of your chin. Get up out of here. Like, I really don't play with y'all. And y'all know this. So if you're not black, don't be in here talking about nothing. If you're not a black person, don't say nothing in here. You can lurk, but if you hit that comment button, prepare to be flamed. Okay? Do better. Oh, handsome, masculine, manly looking sister. Mrs. Man, let me stop. Cause I'm about to go too far, y'all. I'm sorry, Calandra. My bad. Go ahead, sis. I'm so sorry.
No, all I had to say to end that point out to that little ugly woman that looked like that drew on her eyebrows is that, first of all, white women use government assistance more than anybody. We're not even finna go start telling them lies. You go to those little small country towns, I guarantee you go look at the Walmart, all of them have an EBT card. And that's all I have to say. Women do not date felons. Don't date men that just got out of jail. Don't talk to men in jail. Like, don't go get pregnant by them. Don't date them. No.
All right. I got you. I appreciate you, Calandra. And I'm so sorry I interjected on you. And I did want to respond also to some dude in the comments that said that black women are more likely to have like multiple baby daddies and all this other stuff. I just want y'all to know something, because like I said before, yeah, I feel like black men, what they have done collectively, this isn't all black men, but black men collectively have taken the things that white supremacists have said about black people in general and turned around and only apply that to black women, while ignoring the fact that these tropes and stereotypes and all of these horrible things were meant for the both of us. It's the same way black men are out here calling black women monkeys and apes, not realizing that white men called all of us that. But I digress. Let me just say, about the multiple baby daddies and all that stuff, I like to give y'all facts. So as of 2022, black women in the United States aged 40 to 44, which is you're probably not going to be having no more kids after that, right? They have had an average of approximately 1.94 children. So that means the average black woman has 1 or 2 children. So how many multiple baby daddies are they having if the average is 1 or 2 children? So shut your mouth up and stop saying things that are not rooted in reality. They're rooted in just hatred and stereotyping black women for no reason. Because if we want to start doing that, I promise you, let's talk about why white women are the fastest growing group of single mothers since they started having intercourse with black men. Let's talk about why 92% of white women that have children with black men are single mothers. Like, we don't talk about that, but y'all want to talk about black women having multiple baby daddies. Maybe if there are black women that have multiple baby daddies that are black, it's because one man impregnates her and he dips. And then she gets with another one and he does the same. And she keeps trying again. Because y'all don't stay with the white women, the black women, the white Latinas, nobody. Y'all are married the least and build family the least out of all the races of men in the United States. And the difference between the things that y'all say about black women, y'all don't have any facts to back these things up. And when I research these things that y'all say, they're wrong. But the things that I'm telling you guys are true. You can look all of these things up and you'll find out that every single solitary thing that just came out of my mouth is actually factual. That's the difference between me and y'all. I actually read and y'all don't. And that's why y'all never know nothing when y'all come up here. That's why, because y'all don't read nothing. Y'all listen to Kevin Samuels or some other lame-o that you know what I'm saying, hates women, and he doesn't even have the lifestyle that you want. And y'all listen to these dudes and you never fact check nothing. Never. And that's why y'all will fail, because y'all never choose to actually find out if who you're listening to is somebody that you should listen to. But beyond all of that, this ain't even about that. The only reason why we got on black women, right, is because we're talking about black women not dating felons. And anytime black men hear black women attempt to have any type of standards, black men don't want to hear it. They got to figure out, I got to figure out some way to break down black women today. So let me talk about this, that, and the third. We're not talking about black women this, and we're not talking about COINTELPRO and Martin Luther King. We're not talking about gangster rap. We're talking about black women not choosing men that have been to jail or been to prison or have a criminal record. If you are a black woman and you come across a black man or any other race of man and he's been to jail before, he's been in prison before, he got a criminal record, do not date him at all. If you're with a man and he goes to jail, he goes to prison, do not wait on him because he would not wait on you. Okay? Don't do it. Like I said earlier, I literally saw a 26-year-old woman say that her husband, who she got married to in prison, is never getting out. And she's a loyal, faithful prison wife. Do you know how much of a dummy you have to be to say something like that? A dummy. Do you think that if she was locked up forever, that he would be somewhere doing lives talking about, I'm a faithful prison husband. I'm a faithful prison husband. I don't see any other women but her. I'm just waiting strictly for her. Never, never, never. You would never see it. So don't do it for them. That's all I'm saying. Brown Sugar, did you have anything to say?
Yeah, I do. I believe that why black women or any woman would date well, specifically black women, is due to low self-esteem. I know I had low self-esteem growing up, and I don't know, I think I believe maybe the bad guy was better or whatever, or because I seen other women lay the blueprint in front of me, thinking that it was acceptable to date these guys. Like, I remember my sister, she found somebody in jail, brought him home, and he ended up essaying me when I was 12 years old. So bringing these dudes home, they have no morals, no job, and he was taking her car, going around where I live, and essaying girls in the local college. So dating these men is just not a good option. And I wish women were taught, especially me, younger girls, and we had to pour into our young black girls, that it's a terrible decision to entertain any dudes. And usually I'm on YouTube, so this is my first time being in a live and seeing how these dudes are reacting, and I'm absolutely disgusted. Why do y'all want women to date felons? And I think it's because they want someone to pay their commissary. They want someone to entertain them when they can. And that's all it is. They just want to use women to death. And it's very sick to see. But yeah, black women, please do not date these men. Do not get pregnant with them. I've been in so many situations with my child father because he's been in and out. He's currently in there. I do not talk to him. He's disgusting to me, but it's a bad decision all around. Think about saving your money, your resources. Do anything but giving them money. Go out, hang out with your friends, buy makeup, get your hair done, go to school. Just do anything besides dealing with these men and work on your self-esteem. Go to a therapist. Talk to somebody about the issues that you're having within yourself. Set boundaries, standards. If you're having issues with your family, start decentering them and decenter men. And Triggered, I love your platform because you have taught me the art of it, and I'm still mastering it. And I love being up here. I love this conversation. So thank you.
All right, I got you. I appreciate you so much, Brown Sugar. Now, I'm gonna say there's a guy in the comments, Tyrone Pettyway. You said that, you're happy that your wife is happy that you're happy that your wife took a chance on you after you were incarcerated. I think you said either you were incarcerated for 27 years or either or it's been 27 years since you've been in jail. I really don't know. I mean, I'm looking at your pictures and everything and you look very mature. So, I mean, either of those things could be possibilities. But let me just say this. This is the newest picture on your page. Let me see if I can show this to anybody. Hold on. Let me see if y'all can see this. Hold on. Let's see. Maybe if I blow it up, you can see it. Okay. It's not letting me show it to y'all. Like sometimes my phone can easily show, but it's probably because it's dark. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if y'all can see this. Okay. Y'all can't see it, so I'm just gonna tell y'all what I'm seeing. I'm sorry, you know what, you guys? I really need y'all to see this. So hold on. I'm gonna screenshot this, y'all, and then I'm gonna show it to y'all. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay, do y'all see this? All right. So this man either said that he's been out for 27 years, or he got out after 27 years. And this is a post that he made 5 hours ago. He said, prison food. I can't even lie. It is still hitting. Prison food channel hashtag. Do y'all know how embarrassing that is? First of all, that you're even proud of this. And the fact that you're reminiscing on days when you were in prison eating filth and, high sodium food. Like, I can't even believe this. If you're still living in the criminality of your life, this is not somebody you should feel comfortable with laying in the bed with. Because if he's thinking about how that prison food is hitting still, I can guarantee you he thinking about how that prison booty, it was still hitting. He thinking about back in them days when he was using that ketchup and that doggone water to go ahead and bend that over. I can guarantee you he thinking about that too. He thinking about, boy, I remember when that bussy was hitting. Oh, prison booty. I'm sorry. Let me stop. Let me quit. I'm just saying, man, if you remember the food, you probably remember something else too, okay? If you remember the food, you remember something else. And I feel sorry for the lady that you with, because she already looks stressed out. And I'm not even going to drag a black woman or bring her in as collateral damage, but I'm just going to say she looks very stressed. She looks like you have sapped every ounce of energy that she has in her body and taken it for yourself. A true energy vampire. And I will tell y'all this, a way to tell if a woman is being loved properly by the man that they're with is, have you ever seen couples, right? And the man looks very healthy and happy, and the woman just looks beat down and exhausted and tired, dark rings around her eyes, just looking in poor condition, but he's looking energized. That's how you know that the man that you're with is an energy vampire and he's not pouring anything into you. He's only taking from you. And once he eventually takes all of the energy out of you that he needs, then he'll be gone. He'll be gone. Once he has achieved whatever it is that he's trying to get from you energetically, he'll be gone. But anyway, that's not even about that. But I'm just saying, like, be freaking for real. And the fact that this man is definitely a senior citizen, I can tell by what he's definitely a senior citizen. Probably 60 maybe or older. And you're still thinking about reminiscing about prison food? Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think he did 27 years because I find it very hard to believe that you will remember that food from 27 years ago. So I think he did 27 years in there.
This him right here. So I definitely think he's a senior citizen. You know what I mean? I think he's a senior citizen for sure. I think he's a senior citizen. And I do think that it's crazy for you to be a senior citizen and you're eating hot Cheetos. You're eating ramen noodles out of a hot Cheetos bag. Like, that's crazy. That's what he was doing in the video that I just showed you. He was eating ramen noodles out of a Cheetos bag. Like, what? That's too hood for me. Maybe I don't know nothing about that life. Thank goodness. Okay? Because if you ask me the times that I have eaten ramen out of a Cheeto bag, I can tell you never. Never. This has never happened. Anywho, y'all, I really didn't have too much else to say today, y'all. I just wanted to. I saw Kalandra. Kalandra had, sent me a message or whatever, and she was talking about we should do another Don't Date Felons live. So I was like, cool, let me go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Trigger, did you go research the stories that I told you about?
I'm gonna go look them up. I'm gonna go research them.
Cause that one that's pregnant by them twins, Trigger, that made me drop my phone and cry for her.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what? It's crazy. And it's so funny that people, and I'm not saying that I'm for, ABs or not for ABs. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody should do what they want to do. My opinion on that matter is irrelevant. But I will say that I do find it to be strange that people will be out here having all types of smecks with people that is not Christian. But then when you tell them about having an AB, they will say, oh, well, my God doesn't want me to do that. Your God didn't want you to be opening it and busting it open either with somebody that wasn't your husband. If we're talking about, if that's what we're going with, if you're trying to go from that perspective, you weren't supposed to be doing that either. So what are you talking about? Like, that's what I don't understand. I just feel like if you're going to do it, then do it the way it's supposed to be done all the way around. You can't pick and choose what you want to do. We all fall and we all make mistakes, but you can't just pick and choose what you want to do. You got to do it all if you're going to do it. But yeah, that's crazy. That's real crazy.
The fact that she got online talking about we have all made bad choices, girl. A felon? No, he's not a felon. He's actually in prison. And I think she said he has about 15 and a half more years. And she's pregnant with twins.
Wait a minute. Was that the girl that they said went and messed with him in the bathroom or something?
Yes, that's
Oh my goodness. You know what? I don't feel, I feel so bad saying this, but I cannot feel bad for her. Cause that's just so incredibly stupid that I feel like the only way that I could give you a grace for that is if somebody said that, like, you know how when you talk about people that have like developmental disabilities and they'll be like, they have the mind of like a 5-year-old or 8-year-old or something like that. That's the only way I could give you grace for that is if they say, oh, well, that person doesn't have the mind of an adult. If you have your right mind and you did that, I can't feel sorry for you. I can't feel sorry for you. I can't feel sorry for you at all. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just ridiculous. Let's see here. Quantrell says, I know someone who was pregnant by a married man and said God says no ABs. Oh my goodness. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's just crazy. And I'm just saying that's regardless of whether you're on either side of doing it or not doing it, because I'm not here to talk about that. Because I try not to talk about extremely things like that will actually divide us as Black women. I try not to give my personal perspective. But like I said, I still think that's nuts. Yeah. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. If either of you ladies have anything else to say before I go, you got something to say, Miss Brown Sugar?
Yeah, I want to say thank you for having this topic. And one thing I wanted to mention, I hear a lot from women about that it's okay to forgive men who have done time, but I'm a single mother and I've seen so many, men degrade other women like me just for existing and simply taking care of my child. But we can't judge these males who make poor decisions, didn't think things through. I don't have a criminal record, so I don't think that it's necessary to forgive someone to have a criminal record. Like, I would like to travel. Felons can travel. They can't, rent in certain spaces. Like, why would you want someone to hold you back and prospering in life? And so I just want to say, Black women, I love y'all. Continue elevating, and I'm proud of y'all. Bye. Good night. Thank you, Trick.
Oh, no problem, no problem. I appreciate you so much. And something I was about to respond to somebody in the comments, but I didn't lost the comment tag. They said something. No, never mind. But yeah, I appreciate both of y'all. I appreciate you so much, Brown Sugar. I appreciate you, Kalandra. It's always good to talk about this don't date felons topic. We always get a lot of men that want to come in and want to talk about it. And and then you get the men like the guy that was up here earlier that was like, oh, black women don't like good guys and don't like law abiding men because he's at college and the girls at college don't like him. And then y'all saw what he looked like. So it's like, no, the girls is not the girls don't that are against you because you go to school and you're law abiding. It's because you look like a creep, like ew, like you're like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta anyway.
Hey Trick, did you see the dude in the comments? He said, "I'm a felon and my life is great. I make 6 figures. Who cares?"
They always say that too. And it's like, and you know what? I kid you not. Every felon that comes up here tells me that they make 6 figures. They have 3 houses that cost $5 million each. They have 18 Bentleys. They have all of the best women in the world. They have a whole bunch of Kelly Rowlands in there that are just dying to be with them. And a whole bunch of stuff. And it's just like, what? Like that's why I don't even listen to none of the stuff that they be talking about because I don't even believe it. Like I don't even believe what they're saying because statistically the stats are not on your side for that. And the stats of you being able to create that type of wealth as a felon is even lower. So it's just like, okay, y'all want me all to believe y'all are like lifestyles of the rich and famous? Like I just no. Y'all are lying to me.
Oh, and Sugar, one more thing. Could you do a live on femicide again?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because, yeah, a lot of stuff has been going on. It's been a lot of black women that have lost their lives. And we definitely can talk. Wait a minute. Y'all, let me tell you something. Y'all see this?
That's the guy?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
This man made an AI picture of himself running with an ape. Y'all really be making it too easy for me. And look at this. This man said he putting up a TV stand. Hold on. Wait a minute. I don't know. Hold on. I'm about to show y'all this. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
He's just too grown for this. It's just... I can show 100K right now, cash. Let's go band for band. Sir, let's go criminal record for criminal record, because I have none. How about that?
Okay, so let me tell you something. This man said that he was putting the TV stand up. That's what he said. Now, y'all see that he got this TV up. Now, I ain't trying to look. I'm not trying to be classist or nothing like that. But you said that you got $100,000 right now and you can't mount your TV. Please get the fuck out my face kindly. Stop playing games with me. Stop playing games with me because if you had 100K, you had 100X. I know that you would have hired somebody to mount that boy. Because what are you talking about? Every TV in my home is mounted. Why is your TV on this TV stand like this? Stop playing with me. But you want to go band for band. And just like Brown Sugar said, let's go criminal record for criminal record. Because I don't have one either. let's go probation officer for probation officer. Because I don't have one.
Right, he can't even get a passport. You better relax.
Yeah. Let's go passport for passport. Stop playing. Like, what are you doing?
2026 truck because I can show mine, sir.
Oh my goodness. This man, look, he said, show me your W-2. Yeah, because you trying to scam. You about to use he about to use our employment information. And I'm self-employed, so I don't get a W-2, sir. But stop playing. I'm not about to play with you. Oh my goodness. Look, he got the pictures of himself on that page where he's in a gas station. And that looks like it's deep in the trenches. Deep in the trenches. Ain't nowhere in the world you over there deep in the trenches with all of that money that you supposedly got. Okay, I'm not about to play with you.
He got 100K from.
Oh my goodness, man.
Where you employed? Where's your W-2? You worried about mine or ours? I'm self-employed in multiple degrees a disabled veteran.
Oh man, you know what? That's what everybody say when they come in here. I'm gonna tell. Look, I'm about to start just telling lies. You know what, you guys? I just wanted y'all to know that I am a member of the X-Men. I am actually Storm. You know, I know that y'all didn't know this, but I am Storm. I am Ororo Monroe, and I just wanted y'all to know that. And on the weekends, like once I go off this live, I'm about to go fly and create some type of storm. I don't know if it's going to be rain. I don't know if it's going to be snow. I don't, because you know, I control the elements. I don't know what I'm going to do for today. And then after that, me and Wolverine are going to play some cards. We're gonna play Uno. So I just wanted y'all to know that. And yeah. So I really wish that y'all would stop with these unreasonable lies. Okay? Stop it. Okay, let's see here. Hill Boy says, don't hate because you can't accomplish and be a felon. What? Does that make sense to you? I want you to know, does that make sense? Don't hate because you can't accomplish and be a felon. Why would I hate because I'm not a felon? Huh? What? I don't. Okay, so you said you had a bachelor's before you were a felon. Well, if you had a bachelor's degree before you was a felon, that's an even bigger testimony to your stupidity. Just so that you know, that's not a flex. That's a testimony to your stupidity. Yeah. What did you do? Why are you a felon? Since you were in the army and you have all this education, what was your charge? What did you do? What did you do? What did you do, Hill Boy? Damo. And I just want women to know that a man that is a felon and he's been in the military, that is a recipe for you getting your head knocked between the washer and dryer and getting beat to the white meat show. I just want you to know that and I'm really not trying to be funny. Like it's already a risk, but that's a double negative. In the military and a felon, girl, you're not gonna make it to tomorrow.
Because
Don't do it.
I'm not going to become a felon. Don't plan on it. So
Oh my goodness. Anyway, y'all, I'm not about to be arguing with this dude, like, cause the fact that I'm going back and forth with him, he probably think like I really care, like, or what he's saying really matters. Nothing that you say really matters, sir. Like you're a joke. It really and truly, like, I'm just playing with you. Nothing that you say matters. All right, okay. So anyway, let me get up out of here, y'all. Let me block him though, so he won't be any further lives. Cause sometimes when I be forgetting to block these dudes that I got into it, they'll be coming back the next live, and I'll be like, bro, I don't want to see you no more. All right, so yeah, he's blocked. All right, anywho, I just want to say again, thanks so much, Brown Sugar, for coming up. Also, thanks, Kalandra. I would have stayed up here a little longer, but I still am not feeling the best today. So, but I will see y'all. I definitely try to come back y'all tomorrow if I can. But
you feel better.
yeah, me too, girl. And hopefully I can still get my daughter's hair. I don't know if y'all were here earlier.
Yeah,
I think I got scammed, man. I know I got scammed by one girl. I don't know if I got scammed by the other girl, but I know I got scammed by one. So hopefully she can still get her hair done tomorrow, but we'll see. But all right, I'll see y'all later. Love y'all.
Love you too. Bye.
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 Oh, bye.